All right, going live. Welcome to the Monday Night Raw review. Joe Cronin Show, still watching Raw, so bear with us as we expect Kane to come out, or I expect Kane to come out. Maybe it'll just end with Triple H looking at Triple H all sweaty. Or Big
in a Raw full of surprises and new stuff, they end with the same old shit.
Right. I would, if he gets in the ring, that'd be great.
The standoff has been lasting a long time.
Why'd they just play his music?
I guess that's it.
Yeah. So is this going to be the distraction now? Is this what they've been setting up all along? With the Big Show will go up against Randy Orton in the pay-per-views to hold off so Daniel Bryan can get to the Royal Rumble to win the Rumble? Has this been the master plan all along that we didn't realize?
I guess so.
Because that's what it seems like. It seems like finally there is a reason to all this. We weren't sure about it, but now we know the reason. And now I would expect Kane to come out and attack him while he's got his back turned or something. I mean, maybe it will just end, but what was the point in doing that with Kane earlier if it wasn't going to happen?
Probably just keeping him in the back pocket for something later.
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Yep, it's over. Okay, whatever. Monday Night Raw is over. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-la. La-di-freaking-da. Welcome to the Monday Night Raw review. It's October 28th, 2013, on the heels of last night's pay-per-view, which was, of course, Hell in a Cell, or boring, the $50 of boring. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I like $50 of boring. If you just realize that, a pay-per-view like that was that much money, maybe then you don't get it.
It's crazy that you have to spend $600 a year, or maybe even more than that, including the price of WrestleMania and the extra pay-per-view, because there's 13 a year. Right. So maybe between $600 and $650 a year to watch all of the pay-per-views.
Guys, I want to let you know that tonight we are going to take calls in a few minutes because I'm very tired. This has been a long day for me, but what the hell? 339-226-6610. I'll take calls in a few minutes. When you hear the magic word, my big one is open. That's when I'm taking calls. You can follow me on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show, and I want to tell all you new listeners and new subscribers who subscribe to Darkest Days 11, please make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show, because if you don't do that, in a few months, this channel's going away, and we're going back to only Joe Cronin Show, and you're going to miss out. So be subscribed to both YouTubes, because you'll miss out on all the other videos. So make sure you do that. I thought the ending was terrible. This was a terrible ending to a otherwise unpredictable Raw.
I was expecting a big twist, a big surprise, some big reveal. No, none of that at the end.
Right. And yeah, that didn't happen. Nothing happened. Then the Big Show walked off. What was the point in having Kane come out, do that thing with? Kane's just like, here's my mask, Stephanie. And basically Kane was like, I'm turning heel again, everyone. Like, yeah. That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, holding up his.
How
it
lazy.
Cool, Stephanie holding up his mask like she beheaded him on.
Yeah, like why would she cool. Oh, I
but
can't.
Why would he hand over his mask?
Why would you hand your mask to someone to like? Okay, no. You're gonna knock everything over. Look at this. What are you doing? Why would you hand your mask to Stephanie and be like, here you go, take this and hold it up and I'm crazy? It was the stupidest, cheesiest crap I've seen in a while, and it was cheap more than anything. Kane didn't kill someone, attack someone, or go crazy. Other than wrestling The Miz, it was just like, I'm turning heel again, everybody. Just so you know, this is how we'll do it. I'll take my mask off. I thought that was terrible. That was stupid. Guys, what's up? Click the like button. Put the thumb up my sphincter. I got the kid in the room, so now I got to edit myself on everything. This sucks. I can still say sucks though, because I'm not we're not Rainbow Bright over here. How about Darren Young holding up the Divas title? That was hilarious. What else we got? What else happened on Raw tonight? Let's go down the list of stuff. I don't know. I have a feeling that you thought Raw was better than I did. I did not enjoy Raw that much. I guess I did, but I don't know. Like Sandow cashing in Money in the Bank. That match was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Except the one thing I didn't like about it is he just revealed a new finisher a couple days ago. Actually, no, it was last night.
And John Cena's already kicked out of it.
Right, which is, I mean, it's one thing that he kicked out of his old finisher, which is actually kind of cool, because that's what he did with... I mean, that's how people would develop new finish, try to come up with something that can beat John Cena. That's how Daniel Bryan got his knee. That's why CM Punk started using the kind of device more. But then you have Damian Sandow, who looked like a monster throughout that match, which was awesome. But then at the end, it proves, but he can't get the job done.
Right, exactly.
It didn't make Cena look good. It made Damian Sandow look weak.
Right, exactly. That was stupid. 978. I was gonna start taking. All right, I'm taking calls. The bunghole is open, or whatever the hell I said. I don't even remember what the code word was now. Whatever. Then I'm gonna take calls because I don't know what to do. I want to hear what everybody else's reaction is to Raw tonight, because mine is kind of blah 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 blah. Summer Rae was my favorite part of the entire Raw tonight. I gotta say it. I don't know why. She was.
I called it last night too. I kept defending her all night last night.
You
when
did.
People were calling in complaining.
I feel like you always come out with this stuff, and it takes me like an extra second behind you to figure out you were right. Like you did it with Seth Rollins, and it's with her too. Maybe it's because I didn't see her a lot last night, but let's take the calls now.
Damian Sandow was one of my big picks, and until tonight, he's just been trash.
Right. He finally did what we were waiting for him to do. I don't know. The 978 is on. What's up? Oh, he's off. He's done. I don't know what happened.
978. That's our home state.
It is. I think I might know who it is, but I'm not sure. Let's take the 414. How about that? What's up?
What's up, Joe?
What's going on, man? What's up? You see all of Raw?
Yeah, this is Benjamin.
What's up, Ben?
So, I'm just gonna tell you what I thought about pretty much everything.
Okay.
The way it started out, I think, actually, I thought Sandow was turning heel there for a second, but I knew
Sandow was turning heel. He is heel.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Oh, well, I knew that he would cash it in, and I knew that he would lose it once he got it, because I knew he'd be the one to do that.
Right.
But that match was awesome, but then it was botched at the end with Cena doing the AA on Sandow.
Yeah, he didn't hit him with a very good AA. It wasn't very good.
I'll give it to him because for doing it with like one arm or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the match after that?
What was the match after that? Cena Sandow. It was like, it was United States match, like the Big E Langston versus Ambrose, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. You know what? I think Ambrose he's doing real good. I think Big E is taking a big step in the WWE to where he is right now. Yeah,
I think he is. I think he had my favorite part of the match was when he did the going off the ropes and the Shield pulled the rope down, and he just kind of like flapjacked himself over he almost missed rolling off the rope. He just kind of like lunged backwards. It was good stuff. He's so agile.
I don't know why, but I hate when Dean Ambrose does that. When when he gets clotheslined over the top rope, like he purposely flips over, and it seems botched to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I'm not.
He just has that weird selling style of like CZW, where like in places like CZW, the best way to sell a move like that is to actually take it awkwardly, so the bump looks even more vicious. If you can get good at that style, it's pretty cool because it looks like you're getting your ass legitimately kicked, but you're actually perfectly safe.
Right.
I'm surprised they're letting him do that though, because a lot of people aren't good at it, and that's how people get injured.
Yeah.
Chris Benoit was famous for getting injured like that.
Yeah, and then the match after that, I mean, I don't remember what it was. I don't remember all that stuff. You told me what the match was. I remember. So what was it?
They turned it into the six-man tag, the Usos versus the Shield. The Usos and Langston versus the Shield.
Alright, I'm just gonna skip that because I don't give a shit. With the Wyatts, I think, they did a good job with setting up. They're probably going to set up for Survivor Series Wyatts versus, Punk and Bryan or something. They're
Right.
gonna do something.
Yeah, I think they will. I think the Wyatts suck, and I thought that was terrible stuff tonight from them. Their attack on Daniel Bryan was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not 12 anymore, and the stupid Bray Wyatt rolling his eyes and doing all these stupid things just looks stupid to me, and I thought it was garbage.
The thing is, Joe, that what the WWE is doing now is like they piss you off, and then they like. What they do to cheer you up is they put this Divas match in there. Oh yeah, we're seeing some ass and titties now, so now we're happy. And then
Yeah, but that doesn't cheer me up because the Divas suck. So it doesn't cheer me up.
You know what's odd about that is the Divas match tonight wasn't really tits and ass. It was Natalya and Summer Rae. So it was kind of more.
It was actually a good match tonight. Yeah.
I actually thought Summer Rae was good. I mean, that actually got me interested in that match.
Yeah, it was good. Finally, we saw an actual heel wrestling woman do wrestling moves and act well. She just took the Bella twins to school on acting. She did. I do want to point out she did botch it at the end a little bit. When she left Khali after yelling at Khali, she came back and Natalya wasn't ready yet to do the attack on her, which who knows?
I blame Natalya on that.
Right, let's blame Natalya since she botches every week. It's probably her fault.
And her fucking up the sharpshooter looked terrible too. When she kept trying to put the wrong leg in the wrong spot.
So now you can actually add this to Summer Rae, because if Natalya botched that spot, which she probably did as usual, Summer Rae did a great job of being like, good, she's still down. I'm gonna come back to say something to Khali again, and then turn around, and then she gets it. So she did a great job with that. That was my favorite part of the whole night, was that Divas match. And
that was good. Punk and Ryback. I mean, I was pretty excited that they were going to do like the street fight, and then it ends up being like a short match, and it was basically like Ryback handed it to him. I mean,
and it ended the exact same way it would have ended if they had a tables match.
I said that
they had the same.
I said that to Leah. I go, someone's going through a table, and then the match will end, obviously.
And like we don't know what's going to be next. Now we don't know if it's going to be Ryback versus CM Punk or CM Punk and Bryan versus the Wyatts or what. I mean, basically,
I can
WWE is jerking off into a pool of tears,
I can see Daniel Bryan getting bumped out of the WWE title picture briefly.
Yeah.
And that's what the Wyatts whole thing was about.
Yeah.
Just to stave it off a little bit longer until he can get back into the picture around Royal Rumble, probably. And then, what was the other thing we were talking about?
Right.
What was your other concern?
Me?
Oh, CM Punk. Yeah, I think CM Punk, him beating Ryback tonight in such short manner and saying it's because Paul Heyman wasn't there. I think that's to blow off that whole feud, too.
I mean, if you're going to have like the WWE poll and have like the fans decide you want it to be a good match, you don't want some bull crap that ends quick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Plus, I'm really sick of the CM Punk character who hams up the audience and goes for the cheap pops.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about
the universe gets to decide. It's like, you know what, CM Punk, you're better when you're being a sarcastic asshole face, not like a cheery gung-ho face.
Please go back to being a dick. Please.
Yeah.
239.
Your face or tail, just be a dick.
Let's take more calls. 239, you've been on. What's up?
Yo, Joe.
Shield from Dreamer.
What was that?
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, man? Let me ask you something. If a whore dies in the woods and no one is around to hear her scream, was she really raped?
No, she wouldn't.
No, I don't know what that was.
Joe, it's Christian Shields from Dreamer. What's going on?
Oh my God, what's going on, man? Well, how's it going? I didn't know you were calling because there's a million phone calls right now. What's up, dude?
Yeah, dude, I've been trying to get through. The line was busy. You didn't give me the other number to call, so I was like, oh, man. I was like, he forgot to give it to me last night. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'll just keep calling until he answers. So I've been trying to call for like 15 minutes.
Skype isn't doing well. What I want you to do is, everyone who's listening, if you don't know, there's a band, and you have to go check them out. What's the website? It's dreamertheband.com, right?
Yes, and if you want, you can check us out on YouTube as well, because YouTube is the way to discover new music nowadays, and also it's a big help, like you were describing earlier about people subscribing to your YouTube. It's a big help if you subscribe to our YouTube. It's Dreamer Nation TV is the name of the channel, or youtube.com/Dreamer Nation TV. We got a sick-ass cover-up of us doing Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars. We have some live footage up. We're currently getting more content together, so we got a lot of cool shit coming everybody's way.
Nice. Go check them out. DreamerTheBand.com, all you wrestling fans. They're going to be on WWE RAW, I'm telling you. So go check it out. DreamerTheBand.com. Christian Shields, that's awesome, man. And I just lost him on Skype. You still here, Chris?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. We're having all kinds of problems with Skype tonight. The phone lines are just exploding. The 978. We're gonna take this call. What's up? 978. You're on.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Nothing. I'm doing all right. I'm still crying over Shawn Michaels being put into a yes lock.
I'm kind of happy it happened, to be completely honest, because to be a washed-up superstar like Shawn Michaels is, I mean...
I'm going to hang up on you. Anyway, so you don't talk that way about the Heartbreak Kid on my show, and live to stay on the line much longer.
Rookie mistake.
The only question is, how do you like your Undertaker? Do you like him rare, medium, or well done? Sorry, you can't call someone who does that washed up. We'll see you later. We're still taking calls, though. 339-226-6610, Monday Night Raw. I thought tonight was kind of a night show. What's up, Gavin? Go to bed so I can swear. Give me 5. Yeah, he woke up. No, I need that. That's my video camera. He woke up like we were downstairs, and he woke up in his bed, and he was like, "Where is everybody? Ah!" And he lost his mind. I think Raw was great tonight because it was so unpredictable and random, and like you said, it was a move away from the what like everything we saw every week. The past few weeks has been just a slight build off the previous week or a repeat. And tonight was just utter randomness. And that's what I like to see. Utter.
It felt like the Raw after WrestleMania almost.
Right, it did. Let's take another call. The Raw after WrestleMania, it did feel wacky. And I enjoyed it. What did you think, unknown caller?
Wait. I didn't hear previous because my internet connection's being horrible right now. What were you saying?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, what'd you think of Raw, basically?
I thought Raw was so far, like, it was really bad Raw. I mean, I think two of the best things that happened tonight was the Goldust, Cody Rhodes match, and the end when the Big Show came up. I think that was probably the best thing that happened tonight on Raw.
You are, like, on the other side of the spectrum. Like, really, no, because, like, the worst things that I thought... First of all, I've been loving Cody Rhodes and Goldust. But tonight was the first time I was like, okay, I've seen this. And they didn't do anything They didn't do anything better. In fact, if you had to pick out of the last 7 appearances by them, which was the worst night, tonight would have been it. Not that there was nothing wrong with it. They did well, and the match was good. It's just they didn't go above anything they've done. They were kind of came back down a little bit. And so
I like the booking. I like the booking where it looked like, it made Goldust look less like a comeback and more like just a regular roster person when he's fighting the real Americans. So that looks cool. But the match, the mechanics behind the match I don't think that were that great.
And I don't know about Big Show at the end. I mean, that was the only thing that we've keep seeing that all the time. So that wasn't really anything big for me. I mean, so for you to...
I thought it was kind of cool to see the Big Show come out and just, as usual, just do his thing. I mean, everyone, like, him being fired is a complete fluke because one of my friends a couple weeks ago, Big Show and The Miz, when The Miz was hurt, was actually at their army base. So, I mean, like, Big Show, as far as being fired, it's not true. It's just, scripted, of course. But, I mean, like...
What is it scripted?
The CM Punk street fight thing, that was garbage. That was not a street fight. That was weak.
Well, yeah, I knew that was going to be lame. Can we please never see Ryback again, like, as far as I'm concerned?
Plus, unless you're wearing jeans, it's not a fucking street fight.
Can he just go back to beating up people in the back? Like, that was the only time I enjoyed Ryback, when he was slapping the crap out of people in the background for no reason.
To bullies.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
great.
awesome.
Yeah, that was his best thing. And then he comes out and
his
wrestles.
Little laugh too. He's like, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Now, how did you feel about Hell in a Cell last night? I think that was one of the worst pay-per-views I've seen in a long time.
Well, I don't know.
Did you? Honest.
I thought it wasn't worse than the two before it.
I mean, it wasn't even worth the money. You know what I mean?
But was it? How could it? It wasn't worse than the two pay-per-views before it. Night of Champions was the.
No, it was better, but I think it was the worst Hell in a Cell I think I've ever paid for.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I would never pay for Hell in a Cell because I don't know what people are expecting out of Hell in a Cell. I said this last night after we went off when we were on the air last night. I said I don't know what
I didn't see the show last night.
Oh, okay. Nobody should pay for Hell in a Cell. People keep saying to me, "Well, what if this?" Nothing is going to happen. The cell is there just to sell the pay-per-view. It's not there to have an awesome match. It's just there to
it might as well
added.
be a hologram.
Right. It's just that you're never going to see, unless something changes in wrestling, you're not going to see someone go off the cell or even do what Shawn Michaels did in the cell. Shawn Michaels didn't really go off the cell. He did fall off the side of it and go through a table. But Shawn did all this other stuff in the cell that made it unbelievable without having to be thrown off it, and it was spectacular. And then Mankind made it awesome because of what he did, Mick Foley did.
Well, Mick Foley has always pushed his body and his career and everything else to the limit. Same thing with Michaels.
Yeah, but ever since then,
people aren't even allowed to push their bodies to the limit anymore, even if they want to.
The Hell in the Cell died for me.
Triple H will go in the back and cry and fire a bunch of people because, you can't do this, you can't do that anymore.
Well, the problem is they don't want someone like Mick Foley, who, as far as his age goes, could still hang with The Rock if he was in good shape, having to quit because of his body giving. So they don't want people hurting themselves because they want to have someone like John Cena who can stay in the company for 20 years and not have anything worse than an elbow injury.
Right.
Yeah, see, I also personally believe that they don't want someone falling from the top of the cage and then going home and killing their whole family.
Well,
exactly.
That's part of it, right. But Hell in the Cell died for me when Rikishi went halfway off it retardedly into a haystack. That's when
into a truck full of pillows.
Yeah. Oh no, not the pillows. He went into the pillows. That was the stuff I did in my bedroom when I fell into my bed, from the top of my loft, and we were like, "Oh my god, he fell into the bed."
I did the same crap when I was 10 years old, wrestling with my brother. Jumping off the bed onto the pillows. It hurts like hell. Just kidding.
Yeah. Oh god, he broke his arm. The pain, the misery. The misery, the son of a bitch killed him. All right, so what would you give Raw tonight? So I do like that you called though, because you this was a take we won't hear again tonight, where you enjoyed the two things that have been happening over and over again on Raw every week, but nothing else.
I honestly I give Raw maybe a 1 out of 10. I give it maybe a 3 tonight. Aside from Stephanie McMahon's tits, I give that a 9 because those implants are freaking fresh.
Yeah, I said that to
they
Leah.
Keep getting bigger somehow.
I was like, oh, look at the boobs. They must have just pumped them up or something. She's got the pumps.
Well, she keeps playing the game, so,
Yeah, it's all about the game. And then, she's...
and by the way, this is a kid that called you a few weeks back with, I twisted my ankle trying to call you.
Oh, yeah, you ran to the... I remember that. Oh, glad.
Yeah.
We're glad you're okay.
Do you think Stephanie McMahon is like that clown at the carnival where Triple H just has to bust a load into her mouth, and the more he does, the bigger her tits get?
I think she's more or less like Doink, and Triple H is Dink, the clown.
I think she drinks her own breast milk and then spits it.
I mean, hey, I'd drink it too.
Yeah. She takes.
I'd suck on them titties.
she probably sells her breast milk and sells it for a ton of money, rich girl, blue blood, breast milk for sale.
Sell it to her father or something.
There's a lot of buyers for that in New Hampshire. I know it. So.
Oh wait, you're from New Hampshire?
Well, she's from there. They live in New Hampshire, so.
Oh yeah.
And we live in Boston.
I'm from Massachusetts, so not that far off, but we don't do that shit here.
Well, I live in Boston, so I can go right up there.
Nice, I'm an hour away from you guys.
Oh yeah, that's funny. All
right, buddy. Hey, I just want to call and give my opinion from tonight, man. I hope you Enjoy the rest of your night, buddy.
All right, man. Take it easy. We'll see you later.
Hey, you too, man. All right, bye.
The Nature Boy! All right. So, yeah, I didn't enjoy Shawn Michaels being put into that yes lock because I'm a big Shawn Michaels fan. The only thing that made me happy about it was I was like, oh, man, what if Shawn Michaels just came back and wrestled Daniel Bryan? Oh, I'd nut in my pants.
That would be awesome.
Oh, I'd jizz on myself. 931, what's up? Where's Jaron?
Hey, I just want to talk about the beginning because I like the way they're trying to bury that bearded idiot.
The what?
The beginning of Raw side, how they're trying to bury that bearded idiot.
You don't like Daniel Bryan?
Not that one, the other one. The one at the start of the show.
Oh, Damian Sandow.
Yeah, I like the way they're burying him with this.
You mean like burying him that he's an idiot?
No, they're completely making him irrelevant altogether.
Oh, yeah.
But do you think that they should do that just to boost John Cena people? I mean, can't they use someone better to bury Damian Sandow than someone who doesn't need to be burying people?
True, but then again, at the current point, I feel as though Damian Sandow has nothing going for him other than the Money in the Bank thing, and they can just pretty much cut their losses right now.
I think he's excellent in the ring. I think he's great on the microphone. I just think he's being booked terribly. And that's the biggest problem. I mean, do you think he's bad in the ring? I think he's pretty agile. And, like, for instance, his Russian leg sweep where he goes immediately to his feet afterwards, I think it looks pretty smooth.
I guess I can understand that.
I thought tonight, the one positive...
because I don't like his gimmick.
Right. Here's the thing. I think he's cheesy and he's not believable as a big heel. But I will say what he did tonight was perfect. And I'm not a big Sandow guy, and I hate Cena. So I will say that this was some of the best from the both of these guys tonight. Believe it or not, like I thought they actually did. Yeah, I mean, like I don't know, Cena did some of the best of his work for the most part, and Sandow did too. I mean, when he yelled at Cena, what did he say?
Rise above this.
Yeah, rise above this, and then he threw him into the wall. I was dying laughing. It was good.
And I have to say, speaking of Sandow, when he was jumping into the Gulf of Mexico, that was some of the funniest shit ever seen on WWE TV. That proved right there that Damian Sandow has what it takes, as long as he's booked properly and gets a better gimmick.
Yeah. They know what he is and they use him that way. See, what they've been doing is burying him as a jobber for the last 2 months, but then all of a sudden in this match tonight, built him up all of a sudden to be this adversary. But then they killed him then at the end. So it was like, well, what is this? The 330, you're on. Sorry, 931, I hung up on him. What's up? 330, what's up? Nope, he hung up. All right, so everyone's hung up now.
I get so afraid when you pick up sometimes.
What happened to Jaron tonight?
I don't know. He's not on Skype?
He is on Skype. I don't know what happened to him.
Give him a ring.
Maybe. I hope he's okay. This is weird. Like, this is scary that he's not here. I'm worried about him. He's in New York. You know, you never know what happens there.
It's true.
I'm calling him, though. We'll find out. Maybe his mom is, getting it on. Told me he couldn't get on Skype because she's busy with the mail. Well, whatever. So what else? This is a pretty mellow Monday Night Raw review. Click the like button if you're watching us. Put that thumb up my ass, and we're going to take some more calls throughout the night, and we'll take one right now from who am I going to go to? 760. We'll go to him.
Hey, what's going on, Joe? It's Jesse J.
Jesse J, what's up? What's up?
Do you happen to see my post earlier about the, sorry to go off topic here, about the Cena Taker situation we were talking about?
No, I missed it. What happened? What'd you say?
I was trying to come up with a good angle last night, and I was just pretty much bored with everything, and then I came up with something. What if, say they have a match, it's for the title and all, Undertaker, Cena, streak versus title, whatever. Undertaker wins, and then, Cena's laid out, and then the Taker just, he does what he does, sells everything, and then he fucking just kind of lays the belt on Cena and just says, fuck it, I don't need that, so basically he would win, the streak would be still there, and then he wouldn't even need the title. He wouldn't, it's like, I didn't come for that.
They could do that. I mean, they could say that, like, and the next night on Raw, they could easily just say, and then Undertaker just forfeited the belt or whatever.
I don't think it would diminish the title or anything. It's just like, the match would be much bigger than the title, and, I mean...
Yeah.
People
As
aren't
long
going
as
to
they
give shit about the
vacated
title. They want to know about
as
the
long
streak.
As long as they vacated the title the way they did after Edge won it, instead of just giving it right back to Cena, I think that would.
That's what I would. That's what I would do. That's what I would say, and then that moves Cena off the belt, and it also vacates the title for a new crop of people to, have
I see what you're saying, because if the Undertaker won and then he kind of said, well, you can have your belt, WWE can say, well, now it's vacant. I didn't think of that, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know about you guys, but nothing's more exciting to me than a tournament for a title. I don't know why, but I'm just into every single match when I know that it's part of a tournament for a title.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I don't like it a lot, and I know WWE doesn't like it a lot, but
They never do it anymore.
Right, so I'd like to see it, though.
The last time they did it, Rey Mysterio won the tournament, and then they were like, okay, well, fight Cena then. And then Cena won.
Right, and what's going to happen
here? That was pretty fucked up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, I was just trying to come up with a way that basically, the streak would stay alive, and also the belt. Taker wouldn't have to carry the belt for 2 months like The Rock did and look foolish, And
he wouldn't drop it in a shitty situation or at an event outside of WrestleMania.
I was really shocked that he cashed in tonight, though. That was very bizarre. I remember I wasn't shocked like when Dolph Ziggler did it. Like it was
that was passion, and Ziggler did it, wasn't it? Jeez.
When Dolph Ziggler did it, I was losing my mind. I thought it was awesome, but
the crowd was really behind him too.
Right, but when Damian Sandow did it tonight, I was just like, no, he's what? Wait a minute, and this is not happening. And then it became a real match, and it was like, well, that's the dumbest thing you could have done.
Yeah, you need to tempt that shit out for a year. Shit.
Right. I don't know. But can we please never see Los Matadores against 3MB again? What in the wonderful world of
Oh my
fuck?
God.
What are they doing?
That's number 5, right?
Yeah, this is like the 5th match, and it's like nobody likes any of these people.
Fuck.
That's
not even a feud. That's like a fucking...
It's a waste of time is what it is. I think every week they're like, we're going to have 10 of these matches. And whoever gets the least crowd response out of the 10 matches, we'll just get rid of that team.
My opinion on Los Matadores is no way.
I'm sorry.
I said my opinion of Los Matadores is no way.
No way.
No way.
I gotta get me one of them.
What music are they coming out to now? Anyway, I didn't even catch them.
They come out to like blip, blip, blip,
they like the Olay thing. They never did it again after the promo.
They did it in the promo and then they stopped, which was stupid because I was actually starting to be like, yeah, I'm starting to dig this a little bit.
I mean that's a small way of showing you the way WWE has no they just don't know what the fuck they're doing with anything. It's like, oh, let's do this now. Let's not do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, the music is a downer, and then they added a bull, so they did 2 minuses for me. First of all, and you know the reason why this happened. It's because of those damn polls they kept putting out about Matadores, and people responded terribly to them, and they were like, "Oh no, we have to do something." So then they added the bull thing to be cute, and then they changed the music, and to make it more serious, because I think the Olay thing they thought maybe it wasn't serious enough, so they added just the Spanish-y music. But it's boring and it sucks, and then the bull is just goofy. So actually, it would have been a lot better if they had just come out like they were supposed to.
I see them the same way I see Santino. They're just fun for kids, I guess.
Yeah, at least Santino gets over in a way. Shit.
Yeah, because Santino is kind of funny to adults as well as kids, but Los Matadores doesn't seem to be trying to entertain anyone above the age of 11.
Right, Los Matadores, it's below that. I think it's like the age of below 8. Like the littlest of kids. Like, because Gavin, because my kid's 4. So when they come out, he's like, oh, the bull. And he starts laughing, the little bull thing. And he starts, you know what I mean?
He's going to be Chorito for Halloween.
Right. So now he's like, oh, wrestling. Like, you know what I mean? But he's 4. Like, he's not buying a pay-per-view. What are they doing? Like, who cares?
What the fuck?
They don't know what they're doing over there. Like,
I love it when the bull came out, when you reviewed it that night, you go, okay, this is the Mexican Shawn Michaels. That's what this is. That made me laugh pretty hard. That was great.
That's awesome. I forgot I said that.
Like, it started doing his moves, and it's like, what the fuck is
this? Oh, it's the hairy man dingler is what I think I called him, too, the next night.
Well, what do you think's going to happen for Survivor Series? Like, they haven't mentioned what's with the Taker thing.
Well, originally it looked like he was going to come out and this was going to be for real and the Undertaker, but now it's not looking like that at all. I can't even. Where's the storyline for that? That's not happening.
Well, you're the only person like I ever heard that from. So, what did you like go on to when you reviewed that?
Well, the WWE was posting like teaser Twitter pictures of the Undertaker and Kane, and then Survivor Series, like all in one type of thing. And then they started making mention about the Undertaker's debut at Survivor Series.
All right.
And it just,
I really thought it was on when Kane came out last night. I thought tonight Taker would come out,
Right. And, yeah, I thought Kane was going to come out at the end, too, at the end of Raw.
Big Show again.
Yep, and then it was just Big Show. I thought Kane was going to come out and attack Big Show. Because he basically came out earlier and said, I'm a heel now, and Stephanie McMahon, you need me, call me. That's basically what happened. I mean, why did that happen? Stupid. And so I thought Kane was going to come out and attack him. I think I'm dropping it. I'm dropping the call because thanks for the call, though, by the way. I don't know. We're dropping calls.
You guys keep it up, all right?
All right. I'll keep it up. I'll keep it long, and I'll keep it going until I get another kid. 95 Chrono. Yeah. Is that it can't be a reference to me, can it? 95 Chrono said Kane never came back out. Chris Rose. I thought the Armageddon Hell in a Cell was awesome despite the truck bump. I wouldn't had Rikishi fall through the top of a rigged car. Yeah, the Rikishi spot is what made it goofy for me. It was like, oh my god.
He might as well have fallen into a fucking pool.
Yeah, he might as well have just taken a dump in the ring and then had to go in the back because he was actually sick or something. Kyle Mitchell, tired of Los Matadores versus 3MB. I agree with you. Who isn't? Cronin best for business in the YouTube comments. Best match equals Cena Sandow, and that says a lot inside ring. I hate Cena. Worst match, Los Matadores versus 3MB for the 45th time. Cronin best for business. I love you, Cronin best for business. Champ 2919, I like your perspective. Cronin best for business. Thank you. Thanks, Champ. What's up, dude? The Dawn, and do you even lift, bro? What's up? Do you even lift, bro? The Dawn 8701. No, actually a 7. He gave it a 7. Raw tonight. Julius Wright, do you think Triple H know that Vince is out of touch? So you think Vince McMahon's out of touch, or I don't really know who's running it right now. I really don't know where these storylines are coming from. I also expected to see Vince tonight, and we didn't see Vince. What do you think about that? I mean, like me and you, I think we were set last night on,
Yeah, I was.
Vince.
You know what? I just kind of realized that I was looking forward to Vince, and I forgot that I was looking forward to Vince. And now that you mention it, that kind of sucks. We didn't get to see him.
It almost makes me feel like it's another one of those things where the WWE leaked out there or dropped out there to make all the, you know what I mean? To make everybody who's paying, watch Raw. Any hardcores who were thinking about it, watch Raw.
Or the opposite, where because people found out that it was supposed to happen, they postponed it.
Yeah, you're right.
They do that sometimes too.
Oh man,
Ziggler cashing in at Raw was supposed to happen at Mania, but so many people expected it, they just moved it to the next night just to throw people off.
Yeah, right. There you go. Captain Evil Stomper, have you ever seen good WWE? I think they're having a fight between, Champ 2919, Do You Even Lift Bro, and maybe even Captain Evil Stomper are having a little quarrel in the chat.
Triple threat match.
Yeah, we're a little jaded over here, just so you know, for some of you guys. See, the thing is, every time I watch Raw, you got to understand that it's never going to be good enough for me after seeing the Attitude Era. So I'm always going to bitch about it. Even if it's pretty good, like tonight was pretty good. I'm still going to bitch about it. Raphael.
For me, I'm just looking for surprises. If they can throw me for a loop and make me jump out of my chair and say, what? Then they've done their job.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm looking for. That's all you can get, because you can't get blood.
Yeah.
You can't get a cool chair shot. You can't get any scary stuff where someone went in their house and someone has a gun. You can't.
The most violent match you're going to get is a Brock Lesnar match, which I'm not complaining about, but that's kind of it.
Right, and he's done a good job of that, but Jesus. Monica Jones. Hello, Joe. Got to go to work in a few hours, but Raw was very stupid. Not worth the time to make it. So, I felt Raw was terrible tonight and all over the place and just ridiculous. And then I started to give it credit for doing that. And that changed my mind a little bit. So I will give Raw 7.5 tonight for originality, which is pretty good, I think. I'm not going any higher, though, because of the ending. Mostly. I may have gone to 8 had there been some kind of epic ending and the randomness. And how about Bob Backlund, by the way, the other night, making an appearance? We didn't even talk about that. You must have had a Bob Backlund in your pants.
I can't believe I didn't mention that last night. That was so funny. I was laughing my ass off the whole time, especially when he's talking about how kids need to learn and how they need to be smart and learn arithmetic. And Bob Backlund is the man. I'm so glad he's back in some capacity. CEO Wrestling wrote at Joe Cronin on Twitter, "You need to not talk the way you do. Those 4-letter words can get your Twitter account removed." At Twitter. I don't think that's true at all.
You know what I wrote back? Fuck you. Sorry, Gavin. I keep forgetting he's sitting right here. Oh man, you're taming down my show here. You're forcing me to go PG like WWE, Gavin. I have to put on a PG show. I can't dump salad all over myself tonight and then pull my pants down. Gavin, what's up? What are you doing? Who's your favorite wrestler? No, say it into the microphone. Over here. Who's your favorite wrestler? John Cena. See, what the hell does this guy have on kids? He watches the whole thing. He has no idea, and he picks John Cena. All right, let's take a call. 631. What's up?
What's up, Joe?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm just trying to gauge our audience. I'm trying to gauge the WWE universe on what they think of Raw tonight, because it seems all over the place.
Well, you probably read my rants on Twitter about the ending.
Right, I did see some of that. You did not enjoy the ending.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy the ending at all. I thought Big Show coming out there would made no sense, and I was expecting like Kane to come out.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I didn't understand. What was the point in him being like, "Oh, here's the mask, and I'll do whatever you want. I'm your monster now."
I think he just wants to go back to like when the first time he took off his mask, like be that insane character. But I don't know if they're gonna do that. This is WWE's PG.
Here's my problem with them doing it: is they already have the Wyatts supposedly doing this type of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
maybe he's working with them.
And Kane is feuding with the Wyatts too, so it's almost like a conflict of interest, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I'm a little confused with that. And then
he also tweeted like on Twitter. It said, "Best for business, no more buzzards."
Yeah, like I mean, maybe he was making a reference to like I'm gonna be insane, and and you guys like that stuff, so get ready. And maybe it wasn't a heel turn. Maybe I misread it. But it sounded a lot like me, like, "Hey guys, I'm turning heel."
Yeah, I think he's maybe he might be the leader of the Wyatts. Maybe he might join the Wyatt family.
But then why did he beat up the Wyatts last night? But see, none of this makes any fucking sense.
Yeah, I know it doesn't make no sense. Maybe I don't know. Maybe WWE was like they didn't know what to do, so they just randomized everything.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Vince is not famous for, is just doing random shit because he can't think of something.
Oh, and Joe, you probably gonna be laughing at this on the WWE app. Like when you know how they show like after the commercial break they go to a live video sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were getting ready to ask who you gonna vote for in the CM Punk and versus Ryback, what type of match you gonna vote for? Ryback came out, it took the mic, and this is when you can't take Ryback really seriously. He said, "CM Punk, you hit me with a GTS." He said, "Ha!" And then he like hits his head. He said, "I'm awake. I'm awake now." You can't really take this guy serious. I just started laughing.
That's awesome.
Really dumb. That's a take on his thing where he yells "wake up" to his opponents. So he's trying to say that he was in the position where he needed to wake up. That's so stupid, though.
Yeah, he's hitting his head. He's like, you put me to sleep. I'm awake. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, that was just terrible.
They're doing a lot
I'm
of
so
cheesy
done with
stuff.
Ryback. I was a big Ryback fan when he first came out as the monster, going on his Goldberg undefeated streak and picking up 2 jobbers, 3 jobbers at a time, picking up Tensai. I mean, all that stuff was cool. But now, aside from the bully stuff.
Yeah, but that's when, like, you couldn't tell if he was going to be a heel or if he was going to be a face at time.
Plus, he was so new, I didn't know if he was going to improve in the ring or if we were just going to see the same match every time. And I think we've learned the answer to that question.
Yeah. And the Cena versus Sandow tonight was pretty good. It was an amazing match. They both pulled it off, especially Cena with wrestling with one arm.
Yeah, how damaged is his arm still? Is it 100% and this is all kayfabe, or is he actually having somewhat of a small problem with it? Where he actually, because I mean, the way he botched the AA at the end, was that on purpose, do you think, or do you think that was actually somewhat of him not being 100% yet?
I think it was the beginning of the whole thing. Like they just the spot didn't gel together 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was 100% either, because when Damian Sandow started to beat the hell out of him, and hitting his arm with a steel chair on the steel steps.
So what it is John Cena just is botching the same amount he always has botched. Now he can have an excuse for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it probably is botching it.
Oh man! All right. So anyway, what did you give Chris? What do you give Raw tonight? We didn't hear what you had to say about that.
You kind of took the words out of my mouth earlier when you said 7.5 for creativity and randomness, yet it would have been an 8 if the ending was better. I completely agree with that 100%.
Okay.
So 7.5.
All right. What do you think?
I think I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Just because it was good. The Cena and Sandow match was good. Everything else was just random. I didn't like the Summer Rae versus Natalya match. I don't like that too much.
It's weird because I loved that match. I don't know why. Because
it was just the ending. Like when Summer Rae kept on turning back, I just noticed that. I was like, wow, why is she turning back twice? That just
that was a slight botch, but it was I believe it was Natalya's fault. 'Cause she spent a long time yelling at Khali. And
how long is she supposed to do that for?
Yeah,
you know?
And she turned around and Natalya wasn't up yet. And because Natalya's been botching stuff every week on Raw, it seems like, I'm going with Natalya.
She even botched the sharpshooter, so.
Yeah, her timing and stuff, she just can't help but botch a spot. And
it's almost like she's amazing, like absolutely incredible, but when the pressure's on, she loses her shit.
Yeah, and Summer Rae shined in that match. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, she's skinny, this is going to be dumb. And she actually just made me believe like she was this bitch. And
she never said the same thing twice. That's something divas need to fucking learn. When you're yelling in the ring, yes, I understand the mic doesn't pick you up every single time, but if you assume that the mic's never picking you up and you always yell the same thing over and come on, Brie! Come on, Brie! Come on, Brie! Come on, Brie! It's like, all right, shut the fuck up and say something different, all right? And Summer Rae did great with that. She didn't repeat one phrase more than once. She came up with a different thing each time.
I just really miss the old divas like Melina, Maurice, and Kelly. I don't even know what happened to her.
I think that Summer Rae is going to be a wave back to that because I haven't seen someone make me feel good since. You know what I mean?
I'm just waiting for like Paige to come. I just want her. I want a rivalry between Paige and AJ.
Right, me too. But
for the Divas title,
it's clear that they're worried about AJ's head, and that's why she doesn't. They've got Tamina with her because of her concussion. And that's why she came in tonight and did the submission move but didn't take any bumps.
Yeah.
Because something's going on there. And I don't know. I mean, if I took a bump 2 months after my concussion, I would have thrown up on myself.
But I will say that Brie Bella is getting better in the ring. Because did you see that drop kick she did on AJ? She
is getting better. I mentioned that the other day too. And she after the Hell in the Cell thing, she is getting a little bit better in the ring. But her acting is terrible.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
So that's why Summer Rae tonight did a pretty good job. Summer Rae did a way better job of acting and yelling and making the moves look like they were hurting and they were real.
Yeah.
But if she could just also add a few more high-flying type of maneuvers in the ring to her match, that would have been better. And also the ending botch. But I believe that was Natalya's fault, not Summer Rae.
It's funny that you mentioned her making the moves look real, because when she did the stump puller, which, first of all, I haven't seen a stump puller since I played WWF Warzone on PlayStation.
Oh my god.
When she did that, it was fucking awesome. It looked really, really painful. And that move, I don't know if I've been in it or done it to anyone, it's not painful at all. I mean, you can kind of tell it's just a mild stretch. But she made it look great.
Yeah. I mean, go back and watch it. Go back and watch her. Really impressed. She came out. I was making fun of her coming to the ring. I was like, this ain't gonna be good. And I gotta be honest, I missed some of the Hell in the Cell match last night with her. And so when Tosevich was talking about it, I really just kind of let him go, and I didn't comment on it much because I missed it.
And
I
didn't even watch it. I didn't watch Hell in a Cell last night.
Well, you were.
That's why I was asking you. You told me you would send me the links to the next pay-per-view.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Jaren and other people send me the links they watch, and then I try to figure out which one's the best, and then I watch it.
Yeah, because when I tried to do it on my phone, I was like, maybe it will work on my phone, and it told me I have to do a complete survey or something like that.
It doesn't always work on your phone, and there's always going to be like pop-ups that pop up. You got to click off, and you got to be careful not to get stuck, like with spamming crap, and it happens. So I mean, you got to be careful and stuff. But it's way better for
the advertisements on a wrestling stream are the most obtrusive, obnoxious advertisements I've ever seen in my entire life on the internet.
Right. And I mean, you're watching.
Did you notice they did the commercials way too early when Raw started? Well, with the Sandow versus John Cena match, like they took 2 commercial breaks in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that seems like someone fucked up in the production where they're like, we need another commercial. You didn't fucking do it when you were supposed to, and they're like, shit. All right, well, we'll do it now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what to do for Survivor Series. Like, what should I do? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think. Like, what do I do? Do I go?
Oh, you going to the show?
Right. I mean, why not? Right. I mean, should I be in the show, or should I like go watch it at a bar nearby, or should I
go see the show?
Right.
And,
I mean,
like make a sign like go watch a Joe Cronin show at this Survivor Series.
Maybe I'll get front row tickets or something.
Sure.
I don't know how much they are, but I'll get if my window deal goes through, I'll get front row. I'll sit across from the ring, in the front row, and I'll wear something.
Maybe you'll throw an egg at the Los Matadores.
oh! If I go to a WWE show and I sit in the front row in front of the ring, and you can see me in the camera side, you will hear me. You will hear, like, I will yell like Los Matadores. Be the biggest whores. Like, I mean, I will. There will be some stuff happening, and
you could probably be right next to the WWE sign guy.
And if that clown guy that goes to every show is there, I'm gonna take his fucking. I mean, I'm gonna take his wig off, and I'm gonna beat his ass out in the ring outside. I'm gonna throw him over the guardrail. No, the sign guy.
What do you think they're gonna do with Los Matadores? Do you think they're just gonna like get rid of them and like make them go back to like Epico Primo?
I don't know. I'm lost. First, I blame WWE for this. The bowl thing, not good. Not good. They ruined it. And I was actually excited for it.
My prediction is they're going to pick up where Tons of Funk left off.
Yeah. What happened?
Which is nowhere. They're going nowhere.
Right. They ruined that whole thing. Tensai is cancer.
I remember with Brodus Clay when they made like a promo for him. He was supposed to be this big scary guy, and he's like attacking up here. Then he comes out, he's all like funny and happy and jolly like Santa Claus.
Yeah, you're like, what is that? There's a video up on my YouTube still of when he came out, and I must have laughed for a day.
I was like, what the hell?
But you know what? I got to give it to him. It worked. It worked.
Yeah.
They blew it up, but it worked at the time.
I remember when he was Del Rio's bodyguard, and I think he was awesome in that role. He was really, really good.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'm actually going to I live in Long Island, so I'm actually there, and they're having RAW is going to be in Long Island on November 25th, I believe. so I'm probably going to be going to the show.
Oh, right. That's right after Survivor Series, right? Or right before, right after, right?
Yeah.
Or,
It should be at that.
so that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I don't know. Broadcast from a laptop. I don't know what's going to happen outside of Survivor Series and what I can do. I'm going to look into it. I know the spot to be in, though, when the wrestlers get in their car afterwards, so I'll look to try to get some interviews. Maybe I'll try to email Kofi. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. I'll try to get a hold of them. We'll see what happens. I'll get somebody on. All right, man.
Okay.
I'll see you.
See you.
Thanks for the call. 818, what's up?
Hey, is this Joe Cronin?
What's up? Yes, it is. It's me. I'm alive.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? This is Dion, calling from Los Angeles.
What's up, dude? L.A., finally a West Coast caller. We always get New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, West side is the best side.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, unless it's a guy. What's up? Nah, I don't know. You gotta be.
I'm a huge wrestling fan. I've been watching wrestling, for a long time. I go way back in the day from guys like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, good. So you're like me and Chris. That's perfect. Somebody who knows.
I think tonight. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, good. You relate to us because we're all, My first WrestleMania I saw was WrestleMania 5, and I was 5.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites of all time.
So, yeah, what'd you think tonight?
I think tonight, actually, you know what? I think Raw was 20 times better than Hell in a Cell.
It was. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that happened that was terrible in both Hell in the Cell and Raw was the CM Punk Ryback matches.
We said that last night, too. We were like, you know what? All this pay-per-view makes me want to do is watch Raw tomorrow night because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they literally seemed like they set the pay-per-view was there to get you to watch Raw.
Right.
Yeah. Bad.
But it should be the opposite.
Yeah. Bad for business.
Yeah.
So
as far as Kane and the Wyatt family, when he whatever kidnapped Dan Bryan, took him backstage and beat him up. I think when he said, "Oh, the devil told me to do it," I think he's talking about Kane.
Well, that's not. I can see what people are talking about with that, drawing these conclusions now, and maybe WWE thinks that Bray Wyatt isn't enough and that they need to do something more. But if they do start to do that, which I don't 100% believe we're really going to see that, but if they did do that, you would have a very similar situation to the corporation and ministry and whatever the Wyatts and Kane would be and the authority. Very interesting
you got to
parallels.
think, though, I just kind of put this together in my head right now. So Bray Wyatt's thing is follow the buzzards, and he always says follow the buzzards. And then their first mission was to take out Kane. They take out Kane disappears. Kane comes back, and they get into a little squabble. And then the next night, Kane goes for business, demasks himself, and becomes a monster. And then they start saying, the devil made me do it, instead of follow the buzzards. So do you think, and this is a stretch because it would actually require a lot of effort on the part of the viewers, but do you think it's deep enough to where Bray Wyatt's whole thing was he wanted to take out Kane because Kane had gone soft with Team Hell No, so that Kane can become such a monster that the Wyatts can follow Kane and that Kane can lead the Wyatts?
That's interesting.
You know what? I was thinking the same exact thing. That makes a lot of sense, too. I was thinking the same exact thing.
It just seems too deep for their casual fans, though,
Yeah, it's weird,
It's just too much of a coincidence,
I think it's weird, yeah. I think that's bizarre. Doug Matthews says, I'm a CM Punk fan. Where's Punk go from here? And my answer is, I don't know. I really don't know. Lots of speculation and obvious statements about CM Punk going for the WWE title against Orton. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like now it's almost become, the Big Show's going to, wait a minute, the Big Show's going to take over wrestling Randy Orton or Triple H, and that will distract us all from the WWE title for a little while.
They've built a big clusterfuck that they have to claw their way out of, in my opinion.
Right.
Unless they're smart, they're like they usually are, unless they're smarter than me and they actually have a big, huge plan for all of these little things. But it just doesn't feel like they do.
Yeah, it doesn't, because of how slow that story is moving. Because it's like they're delaying until they can think of, when to do the next thing that they haven't done.
It's almost as if they took 2 months out of their entire plan and condensed it down to however many months it would be, minus those 2, it would all line up perfectly. But they're just dragging their feet too much, waiting for Survivor Series or Mania or whatever they're fucking doing. They're just trying to fill too much time with too little content.
Right. How about Roman Reigns versus CM Punk or something? You know what I mean? How about that? I want to see...
Oh, did you see that shit tonight? Like Roman Reigns? That was crazy.
Yeah. I love him. I really want him to just go off on his own and get like
Roman Reigns versus Biggie Langston would be a great feud.
I'd take that too. Yeah, I'll take that. He's so good.
Roman Reigns needs a push. I mean, that guy. What they need to do is to break away from the Shield and just go ahead and that guy needs a push.
Right.
As a solo.
I want to see Seth Rollins have a push though too. I mean, I really love Seth Rollins.
All 3 of them actually. Yeah. All 3 of them deserve a really strong singles.
All good. It's unbelievable. In a different way, too. Yeah. Roman Reigns is this powerhouse who you're interested in seeing. Seth Rollins is probably one of the best sellers in the WWE.
The new Turtles, right?
The new Turtles are coming on. What?
I can see Seth Rollins being the next Jeff Hardy or something,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then Dean Ambrose has some kind of ring psychology that's interesting. Are you going to go lay down? Okay, all right, buddy.
Dean Ambrose kind of reminds me of Jake the Snake, where in the ring, I mean, he's not phenomenal, but somehow every match is captivating, even though he doesn't have a huge moveset.
Because he's
really, really captivating.
Because he's so methodical and he's just creepy. There's something off about him, and it's just good.
Yeah, he's good.
He looks like a regular guy who doesn't know how to wrestle. Go on.
I say he's good on the mic too. He reminds me of the Joker.
Yeah, we've said that. Like, he really has this weird Joker face. Like, look, but he's not trying to do it, so he just seems creepy. Like,
and because of his build and wrestling style, he almost seems like a regular psycho who doesn't know how to wrestle. Yet he bumps absolutely perfectly. So he walks that razor thin line between looking untrained and being perfectly trained.
Yeah.
I think Luke Harper from the Wyatt family also has a thing going for him, where he looks like an untrained hillbilly, yet he's perfectly safe and perfectly capable of doing really difficult moves.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Brad B. Chick's match was awesome. Summer turned around twice because Natty didn't get up the first time. Hashtag Natty botch. Natty botched again.
Again.
Botch Talia. I'm calling her Botch Talia.
Yeah, what else is new with her, right?
I don't know why she's doing this. She's supposed to be, she's supposed to know what she's doing out there above all the other divas, and she doesn't. What's happening?
Does she want to go back to farting again all the time? Because that's what they're going to fucking do to her if she doesn't shape up.
Might as well, right?
Might as well crap her pants. So it's early. So did you just get done watching Raw out in L.A. or California?
Yeah, it comes on at 5, and it ends at 8.
Okay, so that's what you said, Tosevich.
What have? Because I'm in Las Vegas, and I have Cox Cable, and they do a tape delay, so I have no option to watch it live aside from streaming it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to live in Vegas, too.
What do you have for cable in L.A., though?
I have DirecTV.
Oh, okay. That's why. So say hi to my former ex-girlfriend. She's out there. She's a whore now. In L.A. She's out there somewhere.
We were talking about this off the air last night.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably see her at the Whiskey taking her clothes off in the bathroom. Laughing about how she broke my life. Anyway. Fucking women. Maybe you know her. How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 32.
No, maybe no. Your name is Jessica Pix. They call her Jess Pix.
Maybe, you never know.
Yeah, she's skinny little blonde, redhead, Irish chick from Boston who now lives out there. You may see her in a bathroom out there somewhere. So anyway, back to Raw.
On the wrong end of a glory hole.
Yeah. The Usos versus all right, so I don't know. Let's wrap this up because I got to get out of here. We've done an hour. I'm only doing an hour tonight, and my son's awake. I got to go put him to sleep, so I can't do anything crazy tonight and get naked. Doug Matthews, Joe, do you think Cena buries young talent that should be pushed and given an opportunity to get over? let me tell you something. I know that the idea, in a strange way, John Cena helped build Sandow up a little bit by having that match tonight. And Sandow really helped John Cena get built up tonight. But it was just the weirdest thing to use someone who was basically the Brooklyn Brawler for the last 3 months, build you up in a match. Like, it was weird. It was bizarre, to be honest. What were they thinking? I don't know. But it ended up looking pretty good. So,
Yeah.
whatever. Can we forget that Sandow was just treated like dog piss for the last 4 months with the briefcase? Now he doesn't have it. At least now we can stop talking about him cashing it in, thank God. So,
Yeah, Money in the Bank kind of ruins people if they don't know how to wield the briefcase, as I'll word it. If they don't know how to do it, it gets real stale real fast, and it takes over their entire character. And that's what happened to Sandow.
yeah. His whole thing was just he had the briefcase. The only good stuff that happened with him was when he was feuding with Cody Rhodes. Remember the scream he let out when he left the briefcase into the water?
Ah!
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
I can't swim! I can't swim!
Oh, that was
Hell,
great.
hell.
That was some old like WWE SmackDown like segment stuff.
That's like something Steve Austin would have done when he threw the Intercontinental title into the fucking river.
Right, but it was a different, like, it was weird. But it was up there with like moments of like funniness and good-hearted wrestling stuff, like with Stone Cold attacking Booker T in the supermarket. It wasn't there, but it was.
Yeah, you're right. Or kind of like the hardcore title 24/7 rule.
Yeah, I missed that.
When the Crash Holmes would be fucking going down a slide in a playground, eating like a giant lollipop or something, and then get attacked.
You know, it would have been great if Mae Young won the hardcore title. You know, and then and Spike Dudley or someone came running around the corner and then saw Mae Young with it because she was the champion. And then he was going to attack, and then he was like, oh, wait, it's Mae Young. And he was like, I can't. And then all of a sudden, he just did attack her and then clotheslined her. You know what I mean?
Or he convinced her to sleep with him, and then she lays down so he can bang her, and then he just, while he's fucking her, comes in and counts to 3.
The referee crawls in the bed to make the count.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Would have been better than pulling babies and cigars out of her with Mark Henry.
The hand.
Whatever the hell they did. I don't care what anyone says. I liked Kane effing the corpse. I enjoyed that. I am sick. I'm a sicking man. If you're watching this on your mobile device, on your phone, on your tablet, on your YouTube, on wherever you're watching us, click the like button and put the thumb up my ass. Go ahead and do it. Also subscribe to youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Is this your first... By the way, the caller here, we're still on with him. I didn't hang up on him. It was funny when... I forgot I hung up on that... I hung up on that Shawn Michaels kid earlier. That was really funny. I'm still laughing about that in my own head. I hope he's not mad, by the way, wherever he is. I was just kidding. It was just... I had to do it, man. You know, Shawn Michaels, my favorite wrestler of all time. Look out. Have you been listening to us for a while, or is this like your first time you just stumble upon us?
This is my first time calling. I've been watching the show for the past few months, but this is actually my first time calling in.
Oh, okay, all right. I just was wondering. I wonder where people come from. You know what's disappointing is for the people that don't know about this. I think everyone's heard me mention it though. Is that we got a strike like a couple months ago, or a month ago, or whatever it was, and so I can't go live from my real YouTube site, which has like 1,500 subs. So I have to go live from this site, which had originally 200 subs, but now has like 700 subs. But people that are subbing this channel aren't subbing the other one because they don't get it. Because I'm lazy too. When I go on YouTube and someone tells me, go check out my other channel, I'm always like, whatever, it's not as good as this one. Forget that. But really, when we go, when the strike goes away, we'll be back on Joe Cronin Show for the live shows, and we won't even be on this channel. So you got to go sub that channel. And some people didn't. I don't think have gotten the message there. Also, the updates on PC are much different than the mobile phones. Unfortunately, lots of the stuff I do gets missed because 70% of the audience is only watching via mobile devices or tablets or Xboxes or PlayStations. Nobody's going on the PC. So nobody can see some of the updates. So hopefully YouTube will start to change that where like the texts and the analytics stuff, shows up on the annotation stuff shows up on the mobile devices because that's like more than half the audience. It's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So man, that's cool. Thanks for calling tonight. What would you give Raw on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll give it a 5, just because of the matches between CM Punk, Ryback,
Right.
the Kane segment,
Yeah.
and the Wyatt family. Yeah, I'll give it a 5.
Yeah.
5.5.
So I agree with you. I mean, I gave it a 7.5. I gave it a much higher for some reason. I mean, I was actually mad at Raw for a while. I was bitching about Raw all night, and then I changed my mind at the end for some reason, even though the end was terrible. Because I agree, though. The Wyatt thing really pissed me off when he rolled his eyes back and looked cheesy. It was like, the devil made me do it, and it was just, this is stupid. Los Matadores 3MB, the Kane with the mask and Stephanie holding it up, smiling, that was stupid. So there was a lot of stuff.
Lost Ninja Turtles.
What? Oh,
I thought about the Matadores, Lost Ninja Turtles.
yeah. They suck.
Yeah, they look like Ninja Turtles.
They do look like the Ninja Turtles, which is going to be coming out next year, so look out. They pushed that movie back. I'm so pissed off. I was looking forward to April Ninja Turtles, like April the month. It was coming out in April. Then they pushed it to May. Then they pushed it to July. Now we've got August Ninja Turtles because we had to see Transformers 4 in July. Stupid. And by the way, I think Donnie Wahlberg's in like Transformers. Just like whatever. I don't know. I'm so pissed off at Transformers. I hate Michael Bay now. I want him to die. Even though I love The Rock, the movie The Rock.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
That thing is
That's a good movie.
It's full of one-liners. It's like it's a stupid action movie and it's stupid, but it's
You just fucked up your Ferrari.
it's not mine. That's the best part, man. I take pleasure in gutting you, boy.
Any movie that involves Sean Connery getting a very, very gentleman-like haircut on a balcony is okay by me.
All I want to know is, are you happy with your haircut? Who did this to you? It's gross. It's a grunge thing. Well, it's some kind of thing. In fact, it's nasty. Like that guy's. Oh God, you got me. All right, dude. Good night. Thanks for calling. By the way.
All right, good night, man.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Take it easy.
Unknown caller. Oh, they hung up. So I was gonna take one more call. All right, I'm going to take one more call. If anybody wants to call, you got one last thing to say real quick. I'll put you on 339-226-6610. Follow me on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show. Guys, thanks for being here tonight. I know I didn't dump any salad on me. If you missed last night's post-WWE Hell in a Cell match, or Hell in a Cell post-show with me and Tosevich and everybody, I challenge you, I suggest if you want more of this and you missed it last night, just go watch the video before this one from last night, the Hell in the Cell recap review. And we did about 2 hours, and I molested myself with salad, and we had ourselves some fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the WWE Raw review, and we're going to do, I promise you, I know I keep doing this, we're actually going to do a State of the WWE this week. I'm going to make it happen. It's been my fault every time we don't do it, because Tosevich was ready
don't
to
blame
do it.
me for this.
Yeah, and I won't. So, but real quick, we're going to take one more call. Here it comes. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? That's for business. I'm calling that's for business.
Oh, you forget something else you wanted to add?
No, I was just saying. I know a lot of people gave Raw a low thing time, but I kind of agree with you. I'm with a 7.5 as well. I just for all the random shit that happened tonight. It's nice to see that happen, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't on par, if this was happening every week, I would probably have dropped this to a 6.5 rating or something. But because they made an effort and things were a little bizarre, I gave it credit for that. And I'm so impressed with Summer Rae. And I don't know, that we got Money in the Bank got cashed in. I don't know. It was okay. It was 7.5.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, when I found out, the match tonight, I was praying to God that Fandango and Kali wasn't fighting. I wanted to see Summer Rae because yesterday at Hell in a Cell, she was actually really good.
Yeah.
Natalya, because she impressed me. So I was hoping to see her again today. And, Natty botched. I mean, that's her every week anyway.
Isn't it funny how Natty botches, but manages to make people think that it was actually the other person that botched?
I think that's just happenstance.
I think she just sucks. I mean, she doesn't suck, but she botches a lot.
Yeah, but it's like all the kids like who watch wrestling who don't understand. A lot of them always complain that it's the other person. And
they don't understand what's really happening.
Yeah, and they don't understand it really wasn't Summer Rae, it was Natty. And it really wasn't AJ, it was Natty.
Yeah, it takes two to tango.
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, overall it was pretty good. You know, I liked the whole. You know, I hate John Cena, but the John Cena Sandow match for me was the match of the night. The things I didn't like, the Goldust Cody Rhodes tag team match, I didn't really like. I wish it would have went the other way. I didn't really like that. And the last Matadores 3MB match, that match sucked.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
I'm tired of that match.
I
everything else was pretty okay.
Right. I like Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and they've had some unbelievably good matches the last few weeks.
I loved them. I just didn't like today's match for some reason.
Tonight was just blah. It was a regular. It was actually the type of match you would expect from them, but they've been setting it on fire the other week. So, you know, I give them a pass because they've been doing so well. But tonight, you know, they didn't do anything special tonight, so that's okay though.
Right.
But you're right.
I think the thing that really threw me off was the Wyatt family, and then like attacking CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, and then like the Kane thing. I thought that was pretty okay, but then the Wyatt thing that kind of threw me off. And you know, he didn't, unless if I missed it, he hasn't been saying following the buzzers. He's saying the devil made me do it. So now I'm kind of confused who the hell the devil is and all this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if he just said that and it was random or if there was meaning to it.
He said it twice. He said it during Bryan thing, and then he said it during the CM Punk thing. It sounds like Flip Wilson, and I don't understand why.
So there's
when he
something.
said it the second time, then I was like, okay, I think this means something, because why would he say it again? And other than that, the end of Raw, it's crazy. Like, I think like the whole focus of this whole storyline in the past like two or three weeks has moved out of Daniel Bryan has like moved himself out of everything, and Big Show has like placed himself in. Like, I don't even think Daniel Bryan is existing in this thing anymore, because they're making Big Show look better than Daniel Bryan, in my opinion.
They are doing that, and it does kind of suck that they're kind of doing that. But Bryan was still getting big ass ovations tonight. But I think the point of it is to literally actually sort of phase Bryan out a little bit to hold him off to win the Rumble, and that's what I think.
So it's exciting when they phase him back in.
Yeah, exactly. So the deck is stacked against him forever until he can win the Royal Rumble, and
I see that happening. And the one last thing I wanted to say was, as much as I hate John Cena, I love the fact that he has this title, because I think he's finally going to make this title good again. And legitimize the title, because the title's been shit for so long.
Yeah.
And so
it's like a reboot.
I think it's gonna make it good again, hopefully. And hopefully after whoever the next guy to hold the title is, hopefully it's not like, some crap guy. Hopefully they keep it at a high level and, to pick back up the title. So, I love that idea.
How about
You're exactly right. The next person to own the World Heavyweight title is going to be one of the most important holders of that title of all time, because they're going to be the crux of whether or not this is legitimized now. John Cena's just the torch passer.
Right. That's really a good point. That's a great idea. Great point. And you're right. He may finally, the one thing he's doing is bringing legitimacy back to the world title. And maybe if it elevates the world title again, maybe there's room for the Intercontinental title to be minimally relevant again. I don't know. But
that's what I thought CM Punk was going to do.
I still wish they just merge them both. What?
I actually want to ask you guys, how would you guys, because, Curtis Axel, from what I read, he has like a hip injury, and it's like possibly like career ending. So he's going to be gone for a while. So I wanted to think, like, how you guys would book. My thing is, I think it was Chris that said it. He likes tournaments. I'm like a huge fan of that, but I know WWE's not going to do that. So what would you guys do to get this? Because it's kind of about to have to get off him and have to go somewhere eventually.
Yeah, if we're not going to do a tournament, I guess maybe
a battle royal,
a TLC match or something.
Oh yeah, that could happen. Yeah,
a ladder match with multiple.
What about Sheamus coming? Sheamus is coming back. That's what I'm worried about.
He's not going to be back for two, so we have a little while.
Okay, because I'm worried about.
We can't just have no IC.
I'm worried about Sheamus and Rey Mysterio. That's what I'm worried about with the world title.
Oh yeah, I don't want to see that.
Right, but I'm that's what I'm afraid of. Is you've got these two big guys coming back.
Go on.
I mean, you've got these two big guys eventually coming back. Rey Mysterio now is back, almost, and Sheamus will be coming back in, I think, a month or two?
No, I don't see him come back until Royal Rumble, to be honest.
Oh, God, I hope he doesn't win the Rumble. Please don't let him win the Rumble again.
my God, no, fuck that.
It would be the best if it came down to Sheamus and Bryan in the Rumble, and Bryan could get his revenge and clothesline Sheamus out, or just psycho knee kick him and out of the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about that.
I'd like to see Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble and fight CM Punk at WrestleMania.
That's what we want.
And my ultimate dream was to have John Cena turn heel, like legitimately turn heel, and fight Undertaker. That would be awesome. And John Cena come on and cut a pro and fuck breast cancer and just completely heal.
That's what we've been saying. I'd love to see that. They're not going to do it, but I want to see that.
No.
I might like him. It would be so hilarious to see it. I'd want to see it, but the problem is, once again, that he is half and half, and then if they flip him, it just flips the halves. And, And it's like, well, if he wrestles Undertaker, he's going to be a heel to 60% to 50% of the crowd anyway. So you don't need to flip him. But
the funniest thing on Raw tonight, I think Joe mentioned it, was when Damien Sandow was like, rise above this, and then he threw John Cena. I thought that was hilarious.
We were dying. We all caught that, and we were laughing.
I was laughing.
I was laughing. My girlfriend was laughing. Tosevich, I know, laughed at it. It was just that's when Sandow is hilarious. That type of stuff is funny.
He's a funny guy. He really, really is.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to be. See, he should be going for the Intercontinental belt at least.
Yeah.
Is what he should be doing.
The same thing they're doing with John Cena and the world title is, and I'm like, because I'm like you guys. I'm an old school guy from
they do
the 80s and stuff. And the Intercontinental title used to be my favorite title, because basically used to be whoever has the Intercontinental title was the best worker in the company, and whoever had the world title was usually the best person marketing wise.
Right.
The face of the company.
Warrior, but guys like Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude, Bret Hart, these guys were the best workers in the company, and that's why they got the title.
Right.
But it just at some point it became like shit. So I wish they would, because that was always my favorite belt, actually. And, there was always a lot of titles. Not titles, but feuds that was centered around that title, but it's not like that anymore. Also, I don't know if you guys realize, but there were a lot of tag team matches tonight, and I like the fact that WWE's trying to build back up the tag team division, which is pretty cool.
Here's the thing. I'm not biting at that yet, even though I do love what they're doing. I do love it and everything, but the WWE tends to do this a lot where they start to tease the tag team division's going to get serious again, and then they pull it away and it just blows up in your face. So I'm not holding my breath until this sticks around for 6 months to a year. But I do like
it. They revitalize tag team wrestling, but they never revitalize the division as a whole. That's their problem.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Well, all right, guys. I think I got to get going. Thanks for calling, man.
Good show tonight.
All right. Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, man. Later. Cronin, best for business. I love him on YouTube. You can go follow him. He's a cool dude. And Benjamin and everybody else. Jaron was not here tonight. I hope he's okay. What happened to him?
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels was on Raw, so I think that boosted it for me because I love Shawn. I don't really enjoy this. I don't know. He almost turned into old Shawn Michaels tonight, but grandpa old Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, when he got stern with Daniel Bryan, he was like, shake my hand, Daniel, come on now.
He looked like Popeye, I thought, and Leah said the same thing, but we both thought the same thing. He looked like Popeye or something. But he got mad, and then he said, but then he ruined the whole thing when he called him a little puke or something.
Yeah.
He should have said at least pissant or something, whatever, though. I don't know. Go follow Jesus, I guess. But he did a great job. I like that he kind of channeled his a little bit of old Shawn there. And then he got, Daniel Bryan got his revenge on Shawn, which was what's supposed to happen, which is good.
The one thing I didn't like was Shawn kind of sold the yes lock like a crossface because he put his arm out straight instead of having it tucked around back.
Yeah,
but
he did almost like he was flapping all over the place, when he really should have been.
It was painful, but it didn't look like the way the move was supposed to look.
Right. But oh well. He should have gotten the knee kick to the head. Is what he should have gotten. But whatever. I'll take it. I'll take Shawn anytime. You put Shawn Michaels in a match, I'll drop $50. WWE listening. Anyway, all right. This is the Joe Cronin Show. I'm Joe Cronin, and I like guys if I've had too much whiskey. What do you think about that? Subscribe, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Don't let your kids watch this show. or I will get their email addresses. Oops, I've said too much. Good night, everybody. So we'll see you later. We'll see you during the week for State of the WWE Episode 12 coming Thursday. Look for that. Be subscribed on youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. This is Chris Tosevich, and I want to just give a last shout-out to one guy on Twitter who told me tonight that I'd get blocked. He said I couldn't say the things I said, couldn't say the F word, or I'd get blocked. Well, buddy, you've got 8 friends. So it looks like the world has blocked themselves from you because you're a loser. Put your head in a toilet and flush it. And then what you do is record it. Put a recorder down next to a toilet. Put your head into that toilet. Then take a dump in the toilet. Put your head in the toilet, turn the recorder on, flush the toilet. Then what I want you to do is take a recording of that, put it on your computer, and slow it down about 100 times slow. And listen to that slow sound of water and shit flush around your face as it spirals down an endless drain of hopeless nothingness. And sit there all day and listen to this slow motion recording and realize that will be the rest of your life. #fact, you little puke. Good night, good riddance, goodbye, and good luck.